but we want some real feedback from real customers on what we are working on. It's not about if you're agile, it's about how agile are you? Where are you on that entire spectrum of agility? Does that make sense? Yeah? Nay? Right? So what I'm going to deliver to you in the next few minutes are the 4 pillars of project agility. 4 pillars that I have discovered based on my experience of working with 100+ enterprise clients, training 25,000+ professionals across North America on project leadership, project performance, and helping them transform their results. And these 4 pillars you can start executing today. They don't need a massive redesign. They don't need a massive shift in how you work. It's minor tweaks that you can start to incorporate in your work today that'll not only make it easy for you to manage your projects, but also transform the results that you're producing. Would that be cool? Are you ready? Are you excited? Well, come on, let's bring it out. Are you excited? Yeah. All right, thank you. So the first pillar of project agility is what I call early and consistent feedback. I want you to note this down because this is the most critical aspect of project management and project success. What do you think early and consistent feedback means in a project environment? Our goal is to identify those changes as early as possible, as opposed to at the end of the project. Because most of the time in traditional project management, we identify changes at the end of the project. We've done all the designing, we've done all the development and construction, whatever the project is, and then we show it to our customers, or then we send it to market, and we find out that it doesn't work. Right? So early and consistent feedback. In a project scenario, this could be things like prototyping, number 1. What else? Testing your ideas, testing your assumptions earlier on. Market feedback, pilot runs to get market feedback. Incremental delivery. What does incremental delivery mean? Incremental delivery means if you have to, for example, if the output of your project is a report, you might start off with running by your stakeholders or the person who's going to receive that report, showing them the initial template of the report. Hey, this is what we're planning to focus on. Does that align with your expectation? And you get feedback right away, as opposed to working on that entire report and then them asking you, hey, you did not incorporate that. You did not incorporate this. Does that make sense? Right? So we need to incorporate early and consistent feedback at least once every 2 months. So once every 2 months in the project, you want to get some real feedback from your real customers. Not assumptions based on what the customers might want, but we want some real feedback from real customers on what we are working on. And that is the first pillar to project agility. And this single-handed, it sounds very obvious, but this single-handedly can transform the results that our projects produce. The second pillar of project agility is small cross-functional teams. What's the opposite of a small cross-functional team? It is large, siloed teams. Now, what are the drawbacks of a large siloed team? What do you think? It's lack of what? What was that? I think that was the right answer, but what was it? Lack of communication, right? So they do not communicate with each other as effectively as they should. And that leads to lack of collaboration. What else? Increased possibility of conflicts. There's a lot of, what is that? Blaming, finger pointing. Do you see that in your experience around you? Right? So those are large siloed teams. And what is our goal? Our goal is to have small cross-functional teams that are connected through different branches of the work. So for example, if you're building a car, you might have a team that's working on the engine, a team that's working on the interiors, a team that's working on the tires or the design, right? So different teams that are working on different branches of the project that are not siloed, that are cross-functional. Now this might sound like a significant shift in your operating model, but every team can start with a virtual team. So you can still have silos in your org structure, but you can create a virtual team that works on a project as a team. Does that make sense? And now there is increased ownership because they are on one team now, and they are structured in a way that they can actually deliver value to the customer, because that's how teams should be. And the first step for that is creating virtual teams. You don't have to redesign the org structure. Just create a virtual team, put them on a team, tell them that you're on a team, and see how the impact that it makes on their collaboration, on their communication, on how they solve problems, how they innovate, how they improve, how they grow. What did you learn from this video? Comment below and let me know. I read every single comment on my videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of our future videos. We already have a lot of videos on our channel. Check the playlist on marketing, sales, communication, leadership, influence, persuasion, all of these skills that'll help you transform the game and raise your career to the next level.